Looks so sick when I unlocked the M2 in the garage. The 18s have LEDs in the back, so it's a different look than the 16s and 17s. Isn't that so much better than that EV nonsense? Listen to that. Oh, quiet now. God, that's a stock exhaust too. Let's see if we can open the valves up here. Sport Plus. And that's how clouds are made, folks. But yeah, the haters were excited for this video to come. First Big Bill from BMW, and she's a beauty. So here's a look at the car. It's been cleaned. The wheels need to still a little bit of attention. Very hard to clean these wheels. You can see the iron buildup deep in the wheel well. I was cleaning it quick one night. The paint's in good shape though. I mean, look at this thing. Currently using the Tesla spoiler as a tripod. That's what it's good for. So I took my M2 in for an oil change. You know, honestly I thought it was covered because there's like your car is covered under warranty up to, I think it's 4 years, 50,000 miles or something like that from BMW. So the oil change, $146.34. But there are also some other services that they suggest that I get. Now, I am always someone that really just doesn't have an issue with taking it to the dealership and getting it diagnosed, but I end up liking trying to do the work on my own, shoot videos, learn about the car, things like that. So let's go through the service commitment from BMW. First thing, engine air filter needs replaced. I'm gonna actually go in and check the air filter out. We'll check that out in a later part of this video. Engine air filter needs replaced. How much do you think they want for that? 60 bucks, 80 bucks? No, $122. Rear tires are both at 1 millimeter in wear. Now that's on the wear bar, which I don't know if I trust it. Like the wear bar, I think it's right here actually. The tires are definitely low, but there's still, I mean, look at this outside tread. Look at this tread right here. The tires have tread to them, but there's this wear bar. Like they don't look bad. I don't think. So I'm gonna take it to Discount Tire. That's my trusted tire people. They always do a really nice job for me. Have to get the rear tires replaced. The front tires still have 432nds, so they're in decent shape. But the rears are getting repaired, and I'm gonna put either a Michelin Pilot 4S or the Super Sports. So I gotta figure that out. So let's go through it all here. Oil change, $129.95. Complimentary vehicle check is free. Tires were quoted at $836 for 2 tires, just the rear tires on this thing. That's for the Michelins. There's no alignment on record, so they said let's get one on record for $169. Standard scope service due. I would think that means they're going to take a camera, pull plugs, or pull the coils, pull the plugs, go down into the engine, I think. I actually wouldn't mind getting that done, maybe doing a video and seeing what they find. Engine air filter replacement, $122. You just pop a couple clips off and slide it in, 122 bucks. And the spark plugs, this is the big one. Spark plugs, $620. The parts cost like 70 bucks to get the 6 spark plugs. So yeah, I might have to buy a tool or something like that to make sure I have everything correct. But the total for all of that is $2,077.32. Now a big part of that is the tires, which need to be replaced, but those tires are priced at like $200 above what it would be if I purchase them on Tire Rack, then take them to Discount Tire and get them installed. A lot of times Discount Tire will match the price on Tire Rack. I've never been able to get them to do that, even though they said they will do it. So we're gonna see. But yeah, $2,000 that they recommend I put into the car. Now, I don't take these lightly though. The spark plugs, I can occasionally will feel a miss, so the spark plugs need to be replaced. But $620 when I can do it for, you know, for less than $150 while buying a tool that I'll have forever to use, plus the air filter. Now the scope test, alignment, Discount Tire will do it. I can probably do it on my own for about half the price, about $1,000 bucks. So that's the cylinders, the tires is what's going to cost. I should be able to get it under 1,000. I don't know. But yeah. So that's what's coming with the M2. Let's go take it for a drive. 17,000 miles on the M2, by the way, if you're wondering. So I've read a couple forums, and they said, you know, for this type of engine, an M Performance engine, love that Alcantara there. It's very possible that it could need new plugs, and it's not a bad idea to change your plugs every 20,000 miles in a car like this, or 15,000, or if you track it, 10,000, whatever. I'm going to be doing a track day in this in February, so stay tuned. It's amazing how mechanical this car feels after driving a Tesla all the time, and it's also, it makes you appreciate how normal internal combustion engines, all of these moving parts and all this stuff works together to make these cars run reliably. It's incredible when you think about how simple, I mean, simple in terms of mechanics, but in terms of technology, Tesla is extremely complicated. It's just amazing that these cars work as well as they do. Love the automatic blips on the downshifts. I have it in Sport Plus right now, so they're the most aggressive. It'll blip the throttle most aggressively when you downshift in Sport Plus. When you go to Sport or Comfort, it reduces how aggressive it is. Revs is so precise. Shifting, the smoothness of the engine, the power delivery, it's all so good. It's so linear. There's a little bit of that, you know, it is a single turbo, so there's a little bit of that kick in the higher RPM, just like any turbo engine, but it's controllable. And I like the power in it. 365 horsepower. Just what it needs to be. Maserati Gjeebs in front of me. Maserati is a cool brand, but like then you sit in it and you're like, wow, are we in 1997 still, or what's the deal? They sound great, they look cool, but they're, I don't know, don't excite me. If you were to ask me what the best thing is about the M2 that I have, it's definitely the exhaust note. I mean, the car, yes, it obviously looks amazing too, but the exhaust note is truly what's not sold me on the car. I really like the proportions of it, but it just completes everything. That was my big issue with the M2 competition, is it doesn't sound quite as good. Yeah, it's faster, more power, all that type of stuff, maybe better seats, but it just doesn't, I didn't care about any of that. I cared about the characteristics that this car has. I mean, the stock exhaust on this is loud. Yeah, you can get, immediately when you get aftermarket, it becomes very loud, but I am so picky about how the car sounds and drone and all that stuff that I haven't found one yet that I think I'd be totally satisfied with. Yeah, the N55 motor is just, it's incredible. That's what I love right there, that little fart. Almost sounds like a DSG fart, but it's, yeah, I just love that. So I put the car in traction mode, which is the loudest exhaust mode. For some reason, there's a lot of overrun, a lot of burbles. Let's see if you can hear it in the garage here. It sounds crazy. Get a good one here. pretty nuts. So the first thing we're going to do here is just clean up the work area. Of course, in a BMW, you can't just pop the airbox off. You have to remove one of the stabilization struts. So we have to remove this. It takes a 13mm socket to remove these 4 bolts. So we'll move those, and then we'll just undo the clips to see the air filter. But I'm just going to use the multi-purpose cleaner just to have my work area cleaned up perfectly. We'll go from there. Something interesting I'm just thinking about right now is these bolts don't look like they've ever been unscrewed. So I think the person who is recommending, they clean the air filter out, is probably just guessing, didn't actually check the air filter, which, I mean, that's fine. You only have so much time to do all these in a day, but you would think paying someone $175 an hour that they would check it. It's cool how the engine bay has the Long Beach blue still painted through the whole frame. I mean, this paint work, I think, was better than the Focus ST in some areas. Alright, so I think it's 4 clips. Yeah. Now the good thing is, I do have a, yeah, it's dirty. Just if you're interested what the air filter looks like. Foam around the outside. And there's even like these foam, it's actually really cool, foam seals you can see along here. So it's a solid air filter. I was someone that always did K&N filters for their car. Definitely helps a little bit in throttle response, I noticed. Helps the induction sound. But after reading into this being, I don't know, I just take this car a little bit more seriously because it's in pristine condition. I just want to keep it that way. So I'll be replacing it with an OEM filter, just a clean one. It does have some dust on it. Again, I live in Arizona. This car, I bought it from a guy in Utah, so 2 dusty areas. And yeah, this does need replaced. So I'm gonna order this. A guy reached out to me. He's a parts manager at a BMW dealership. So he said, anything you need, I'll help you out with for cost-wise. So I'm gonna send him an order. I'm gonna get a new air filter. I'm gonna get the black M side emblems, get new spark plugs, and I'm gonna replace all of that coming up here in a future video because I like to tinker. I like to take care of it on my own, learn about the motors, and so on. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what's coming up. I hope this video was satisfying to you. They're tired of the electric vehicle videos. I agree, but those videos make more money. That's the truth. Yeah, there's more coming though. I'm talking with some friends about maybe going half in on a car together, project car, maybe a BRZ, throw a turbo in it. Maybe what I really want to get is a Mugen Civic Si. Anyways, whatever. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.